Hello, everyone, and welcome to 3-Minute Warning.
This is a show where we take 5 of the hottest topics in sports and break them down into 3 minutes or less. My name is Michael Medina, and with me, as always, is my good buddy David Griffin.
Hello, and we're also joined by Stephen Fox today, our producer up in the booth making it happen. Say hello, Stephen.
What's up, guys?
So we get right into it today. People will talk about some Urban Meyer's new contract, NCAA football, making it rain. Making some money.
He will be now.
Urban Meyer, perfect 24-0 in his first 2 seasons as the Ohio State head coach. This year's national championship winner. He's making it work, and they're going to pay him handsomely for it until 2020.
I mean, I can't say that I blame them for offering him this contract. It's a lot of money. It's like $6 million or something.
$6.5 million.
That's a lot of money, but I mean, you look at what he's done. You look at his track record. I mean, you see Florida. He won a couple of national championships over there. Took this team with all the scandals, you know, a few years back. I mean, they couldn't compete in any bowl games.
Because they went undefeated in the 2013-2014 season, but, you know, they couldn't go anywhere because they had the penalties on them.
So he took this team, and you see what they did. They had a great season last year and stuff, winning the national championship. So good for him. He's a good coach. I mean, you look at some of the other guys, like when you look at, like, I don't know, like a Nick Saban and how he kind of transformed that Alabama. Alabama wasn't like a struggling program by any means, but then as soon as he, hopped on board, they just became like this powerhouse in the SEC. So Urban Meyer's a good fit. They're doing well. I say he definitely earns the money. He's earned the money.
Of the active coaches right now, Urban Meyer has 3 national championships. Nick Saban has 4. Nick Saban makes a little bit more. I think he makes about $7 million a year, so $500,000. Who's counting? Yeah, it's just $500,000. It's not that big of a deal. That's just a little pocket change, a little shopping money, new house money.
Yeah.
So I think Ohio State, again, just because they're 3 quarterbacks, I think they're probably the favorites to win it again. Unless something, I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't know anybody's recruiting class, but I think they're probably favored to win it right now.
I would agree with you on that. I can't rule out Alabama, though. I mean, they still looked solid last year. Again, they've just been so good for the last however many years now. They've been really solid. So, but yeah, I got to stick with Ohio State. I'd love to say University of Miami. I really would love to say that, but yeah, Ohio State.
We're talking about conferences. Look at the the Pac-12's looking really good. Obviously, Oregon had a great year. Looking at ACC with Florida State. Looking at the Big Ten with Ohio State, of course, and of course the SEC. Always SEC, LSU, Alabama, all those teams, Arkansas. I mean, who do you like? I mean, what is your conference that you like that you're looking for to maybe make a push? I mean, SEC is always good.
Well, I mean, outside from the SEC, we're both ACC guys, and I got to go ACC simply because of the fact that it's interesting. It's like within the conference, there's a lot of good competition. It's when we go outside of the conference where we kind of struggle. That's not a good sign. You take a team like Florida State, which was number 1.
Whooped. I was there. I was in Pasadena. First game I've ever seen Florida State, and we got whooped.
And that was the best team in our conference. So we really need to do something, turn something around, prove ourselves that, this is a good, legit football conference. Great basketball program. Great basketball programs coming out of that conference.
Duke, national champions.
Yeah, but football is a little shaky right now, so yeah.
I'm going to go with ACC. I think we have a lot to prove this year. I think we need to make it happen. We need to win. And I think Florida State might do it again this year. They do it again. Even without famous Jameis, we can still do it. Move on to the next topic. We're going to talk about some Major League Baseball. Baseball's in full swing. I always say I'm not the biggest baseball fan, but I've been watching a lot of baseball this year.
It's growing on you, man.
It's growing on me. We have Michael here
You'll
talking about the Cubs.
Fan in no time.
Not about the Cubs, but I'm maybe adopting the Dodgers local team here.
We'll work on that. We'll work on that.
Yeah, Dodgers are playing well. It's been a fun opening week. A lot of great stories. The Detroit Tigers just lost.
Finally lost yesterday.
Yeah, they finally lost. Miguel Cabrera.
Cabrera.
I'm saying his name wrong. He's been great.
Oh, he's
comparing him to he's at Hank Aaron numbers right now.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, this guy, first of all, a couple years back, he wins the Triple Crown. First time a player's done that since, I want to say Frank Robinson, I believe. So it's been a while. That's not something that happens often. So, I mean, the guy's a tremendous talent, great player. It's so funny when I think that this guy, I want to say he was like a rookie in 2003 when the Marlins beat my Cubbies in the NLCS. He was like a rookie. I keep forgetting he was on that team. But, yeah, he's been around for a while. Great player.
But specifically, we want to talk on this subject about the TV deals. And it's really, we praise on our Friday Clubhouse segment. Make sure to check that out on the stream.tv right here. We were with Megan LaMontagne, AJ Lawrence. We talked about how easy or accessible we thought that baseball was, especially with the MLB package. It's up 60% digitally on digital views alone. 20% up, I believe, in their radio and online digital. And it's just, it does such a great job at reaching people. But then local games are really hard to watch. It's very hard to watch a LA Dodgers game, for instance.
Well,
The only reason why I got to watch it, I was watching the game last night. Great game. Seattle Mariners, 10th inning. It was 5-5, bases loaded. Dodgers won. But the only reason why I was watching is because MLB Network was doing one of those like tune-in things. Okay, we're going to tune into this, but you have to have Time Warner Cable if you want to watch a Dodgers game.
And that's the problem. That's one thing I don't like. Like, I cut my cable 5 years ago.
Yeah, a lot of people are cutting the cord, yeah.
Yeah, so I have the MLTV package. I watch all my games and stuff. I love it. It's just frustrating, though, that I can't watch a Dodger game. I can't watch an Angel game. I keep running into blackouts, and it's just so stupid. Granted, yeah, I'm not really a fan of those teams, but those are good teams, teams I want to watch. And it's frustrating.
And they have all these blackouts now. The NFL in the owners meeting they had a few weeks ago, no more blackouts. So you'll be able to watch your local games, whether it's sold out or not. You will be able to watch your local games. So if, let's say for us, our local teams, I guess, are San Diego, and I don't know if Oakland counts as local, but I mean, we would be able to watch San Diego Chargers play if we wanted to, no matter what, which is great. I think that's an old system. I don't like it. They need to find a way because I want to watch the Dodgers play.
Yeah.
I mean, I live 10 minutes away. I could go to a game, but I really want to watch Dodgers play.
I would have to imagine, at least I hope, that if this works out for the NFL, that maybe the MLB will kind of follow suit and do that same thing. Fingers crossed, hopefully.
I hope they do that, TV deals, money, whatever. We're going to move on to the next topic. Forget about it. Baseball's back. It's fun. Let's reset that clock, and we're going to go into NFL/baseball. The lovely, handsome Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Look at that hair. Just look at that guy.
Looking
look
good.
at that hair. I mean, he's Tom Brady. I'm a Buffalo Bills fan. One of our co-hosts, Megan LaMontagne, is a big Patriots fan. So, Tom Brady is just adored in the Boston area, New England area. Not by me, though, but that's okay. Tom Brady was at the Red Sox game the other day, and he kind of threw a pitch, opening pitch. He was struggling.
He was struggling a bit. Hit the dirt. You know what, though? Big Poppy had a nice little save there.
Big Poppy, that was a great. He needs to be a catcher.
Little save, nice little save.
That was a nice save.
It's funny, though, because, I mean, this is a guy that's quarterback. You'd like to think he could throw.
You think you
maybe
would
not a perfect
practice
strike.
This. He's not finding out the day of.
He's not.
He's not like, hey, Tom, could you come to the Fenway Park and throw the pitch? I mean, he has
some time.
I mean, if it was me, I would practice. I would get a guy who knows how to throw, pitch, and then practice.
I mean, I can't imagine he was nervous.
No, he had a big smile on his face. He didn't care. He had his little sweater tied around his waist.
That's the thing. I don't think a lot of these guys care enough to want to practice. I mean, if it was me, you better believe I'm like 6 months in advance I'm practicing. But no, it's just like it was all, in good fun or whatever. It wasn't the ugliest first pitch that we've seen. Because there have been some ugly ones.
Michael, why don't you tell us about some of those ugly first pitches that you've seen? What's an ugly first pitch you've seen?
My all-time favorite, ugliest pitch was, I believe, just last season with 50 Cent. I mean, that was just like, I don't know who.
He's happy about it. He's happy. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good.
He threw that ball, like, I don't even know, 40 feet away from the plate. I mean, it was just ridiculous. And it was just like, I don't know what he was thinking.
I mean, he threw it like this, and the ball went, whoop. I mean, I'm not a great baseball player, but I think I could throw it. I don't think I'd do that.
I think a lot of people could throw better than that.
Maybe it's a lot of pressure for him. It's a lot of pressure. We're going to stick with the NFL, though. We want to talk about Johnny Manziel. It's been out for a while. Rehab. Seems like his off-the-field antics, whether it's commercials or rehab, is just more prevalent than his on-the-field actions. 10 weeks in a rehab facility. He has now been released. That's why we did this whole segment a few weeks ago about HBO's Hard Knocks and the Browns turning it down just because of all the pressure with Johnny Manziel. They wanted to kind of avoid all that. Is there any hope for Manziel? I mean, I hope he's better. I'm glad he's out of rehab, but is there any hope for him?
I hope so. I agree. Like, I feel like when we talk about Manziel, we talk about all of his antics, whether it be like the signs and all the stupidity, and then of course, like the addiction and everything. And I'm sorry to say that sucks. That's
bad,
definitely not anything to joke around about. But we really don't talk much about his on the field play because he really doesn't play that much. He hasn't really
one game he
done
played
that much
was
on the
bad.
field. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, bad.
I hope that he can work this out and he can come out on top. As far as like a football career, I don't see it.
Yeah.
Maybe he can get a backup job at least somewhere, but hopefully he'll be on a straight path from here on out.
A little happier news. Talk about Gronk real quick. Gronk did a little WWE promo. I mean, Gronk is lovable. Everybody loves Gronk. Could you see him maybe with Ronda Rousey and the rest of the crew doing some WWE, maybe some WrestleMania action?
Yeah, him and like JJ Watt are great for they're big hulking guys, and
people love them. They're just big jocks, but they're nice. They seem like nice guys, lovable guys. We're gonna go on to some NBA action. Kobe Bryant sticking up for the little man, sticking up for Russell Westbrook and his 54 points he scored on Sunday night. Took 43 shots to get there. But Kobe says, hey, what's wrong with that? Kobe sticking up for the little man.
What a shocker that
MVP
Kobe would say
himself,
that.
Russell Westbrook, he's not MVP yet.
The OG ball hog and Kobe Bryant's like, that's 43 shots. That's not enough. You need to take 80 shots a
Yeah,
game.
exactly. You want to score 80 points like I do? You need to take a lot of shots. What do you think about Kobe sticking up for Russell Westbrook?
Again, it doesn't surprise me because, I mean, I'm not the biggest Kobe supporter. Newsflash. But, I mean, Kobe's kind of made it. He's a good player. Kobe is a good player.
Yes.
But so is Westbrook. But he's not known for being a very unselfish player. A little selfish. He likes to shoot the ball. He likes to score. And we talked about this with Westbrook this season. He's having a great individual season. But would you make him the MVP? Would you say this guy is the most valuable player to your team? It has happened in the past where players have done that, like on bad teams. But he's not making his team any better. He's just padding his own stats. Great season for him, but what about what he's doing for the team? That's why I look at guys like Steph Curry. Even James Harden to an extent. I mean, he's helping the Rockets a little
Kyrie,
more. Exactly.
LeBron,
So,
Russell, he's trying. Poor guy, he gets triple doubles, a lot of assists.
But see, that's the thing. Taking 43 shots just tells me he's all about padding those stats.
He is about padding
That's what
the
he's
stats.
doing.
Yeah, poor Russell. He's trying. But look at LeBron. Triple-double last night. Took some time off. The Cavs don't really need to win the rest of their games. I mean, they're going to get that second seed no matter what just because of how many games are up. But LeBron James had a great game last night as well. He's had a good season, just kind of quiet.
Yeah.
He's still in the MVP race, just that he doesn't need to do as much with Kyrie and Kevin Love on his team.
No, absolutely. I mean, and the thing, he's 30 now, so he wants to play a little bit smarter. He doesn't want to work, focused. He doesn't want to be the guy anymore. He doesn't have to be the guy anymore. You know what I mean? Because he's got Kevin Love. He's got a young Kyrie Irving, who's one of my favorite players in the league right now. So taking the time off, especially what's it like, one more game left now at this point, so might as well stay healthy for the playoffs because that's an entirely different season.
Right. Then we're going to go talk about a little bit of Michael's favorite team, the Chicago Bulls. More Chicago teams.
Bulls.
But Derrick Rose has been back, scored 22 points last night. Chicago Bulls secured their first-round home court advantage in the playoffs, which is good for them. Yeah. 22 points from Mr. Rose. Are you just? I'm curious to know if Michael is just cringing every time Derrick Rose is on the court. I mean, are you just like every time you see them playing, you're just like,
period, I'm getting nervous.
Don't get hurt. Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing, and unfortunately, that's the life of a Bulls fan right now, right? It's like every single time you think there's some hope, Derrick Rose goes and gets hurt. So last night we had our actual starting lineup out there. We had Jimmy Butler. We had Rose out there. We had everything. It was looking good. If these guys can stay healthy, you know what I mean? If Rose can bounce back from this injury and play the way that we know he's capable of playing and everybody else is able to do that, I mean, this could be an entirely different Bulls team going into the postseason, and maybe a scary team. Like, they could be a threat. Yeah,
that's going to be – I mean, I don't know. The Bulls – Derrick Rose, it's hard for me to trust him. I hope he's better because the league is better when he's in it. We want to see Derrick Rose versus Kyrie Irving.
There you go.
That's a good matchup in the East. Be sure to watch it. Let us know what you think. Derrick Rose, how's he doing? #3MW over here at the stream.tv. Last topic today. We set that clock. We're going to go soccer. It's a big week. Champions League is back. This is in my opinion, one of the best tournaments in the world. We are getting down to the nitty-gritty here. We are the final 8 teams. Yeah. Final 8 teams. We're going to have 2 matches today. Probably the biggest of those 2 matches today is Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid.
A rematch of last year's final.
Rematch of last year's finals. Specifically, though, we're talking about we'll talk about a little Premier League as well. Premier League versus the world.
Yes.
Premier League is probably my favorite league to watch. I love La Liga right now. It's tough because you have Barcelona and Real kind of duking it out. There's only 2 points separating them, so it's actually the closer race. And then you got Bundesliga. That's the German league. League. You have the German league there. That's Bayern Munich right there that you see in the picture. We do have Ligue 1, which is the French league.
Yeah.
That's Paris Saint-Germain right there with the Fly Emirates. Seems like Fly Emirates Airlines sponsors every single team. Must be the best airline in the world. You also have the Italian league. Serie A, the Italian league. So there's all these different leagues in Europe, all great teams. I feel like the Premier League is the most competitive, but when it comes to the Champions League, Premier League doesn't look that great.
It's funny. It's kind of like what I was saying earlier with ACC football. You know what I mean? Great competition within that league. It's when they travel outside, they struggle a little bit. The thing is, it's funny too because some of those other leagues are very top-heavy.
Yeah,
but those
Bayern
teams that are those teams that are at the top are good.
Yes.
Bayern, you look at teams like Barcelona, Real, even PSG. I mean, these are good clubs. So it's tough, but there's a lot more competition in the Premier League.
A lot more competition, but right now, I mean, again, today, Champions League matchup, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid. I'm very excited to see this match today. I think it's 11:45, 11:30 Pacific Standard Time. Playing over there in Europe, playing in Madrid. It's a crosstown rivalry. It's like if the Chicago White Sox were playing the Cubs. It's crosstown, or Angels and Dodgers, or New York, the New York Yankees and the Mets. It's really cool because you get the same. And they were in the finals last year.
Yeah.
It was Atletico
Played
Madrid
for the
and Real
league.
Madrid.
competed for the league last year, Champions League, everything. It's great.
This is a good match. A lot of good stories here. You have Fernando Torres, who's kind of back in form right now. Oh, he's playing better than he has been. They have Mandzukic over there. Another very talented player against going to Real Madrid. All the stars. Of course, Cristiano Ronaldo, another model like Tom Brady. He doesn't do Uggs. He does underwear.
No
Doesn't do Uggs, but you have all those guys. I think this is going to be probably the match of this round, I think.
I agree. And then I know tomorrow we have Bayern and Porto. But then we have Paris Saint-Germain versus Barcelona, which is another match I'm really looking forward to. Two good clubs. That's going to be a good match.
I think if I had to pick an upset, I really think Porto could beat Bayern. Porto's hot right now. It'd be
Porto
tough.
Is hot.
It'd be
it's
tough.
going to be tough, but yeah.
I could maybe see that
would
happening.
be a huge upset. I don't see it happening, though.
I know question Michael's happy to answer right now. Going back to the British Premier League, do you think Chelsea will win the BPL? They're up 7 points right now with a game in hand above Arsenal, 7 points back. Is Chelsea going to be the BPL
Arsenal's
champion?
still mathematically in it, but right now, unless Chelsea screws up, I don't see
Chelsea
it
all
happening.
the way. Chelsea all the way for me. What do you think? Hashtag 3MW here at thestream.tv. Let us know what you think. That is our show today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us again. We'll be back tomorrow right here, Wednesday, with the lovely AJ Lawrence will be joining us Friday. Look for the Clubhouse edition with Megan LaMontagne. As always, I'm David Griffin. You can find me on Twitter at GriffinDE.
And you can also find me on Twitter at Mr. Michael Alexis and David and myself here at thestream.tv and the Arrow After Show.
And we will see you tomorrow with some more 3-Minute Warning.